First up on today's show, we have Alina telling us about the inevitable arrest of Kodak Black.
Next, we have Mary informing us about a bill that denies Disney access to keep self-governing status.
Last, we have Zack Stieglitz with a new episode of Global Conflicts.
All that and more on today's episode of Flyer News. Good morning, FHS. Today is day 2 with periods running CADG. I'm Zack Schneider.
And I'm Ben DeGroat.
Hey Ben, what type of music do you listen to?
I like classical music. Beethoven always hits different, you know?
Ew, classical music is boring. I prefer rap music.
Oh, really? Who's your favorite rapper?
I'm a big fan of Kodak Black.
Well, I just heard that there's an arrest warrant being issued for him. Beethoven never had any problems with the law.
Problems with the law? What happened?
Well, I'm not completely sure, but we have Alina to tell us all about it.
An arrest warrant has been issued in Florida for rapper Kodak Black, whose legal name is Bill Capri, after he was alleged to have failed to show up for a drug test on February 3rd. Then, on February 8th, court documents show Capri drug tested positive for fentanyl, which violated the condition of the release for his 2022 trafficking offense. The rapper was first sentenced to 3.5 years in federal prison in 2019 for false documents he used to buy weapons. In January 2020, former President Donald Trump reduced his sentence, and Black only ended up serving about half of the sentence. Following his release, Capri was charged and arrested in July of 2020 with possession of a controlled substance without a prescription and trafficking oxycodone of less than 25 grams. Florida Highway Patrol troopers reported pulling Capri over on July 15th in Fort Lauderdale because they thought the windows of his purple Dodge Durango, quote, appeared to be darker than the legal limit, end quote. And the SUV's registration tag was also expired. Court records show he had pleaded not guilty to both charges made in July. The drug testing was required as a part of his pre-trial release on bail for this case. His release was then revoked as a part of his current arrest warrant. It is still unclear whether he will have to serve another sentence in prison.
Ben, did you go to Disney World over break?
No, Disney World is for kids. I'm a big boy, so I go to Six Flags.
Oh, I think you're a little boy. I've never been to Disney World before. Have you?
Yes, I have. But it was in 2nd grade, so I don't remember much.
Well, good thing we have Mary to tell us about some news regarding Disney World.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis signs a bill into law that denies Disney of its longtime self-governing status. DeSantis states that his book, The Courage to Be Free, Florida's Blueprint for America's Revival, previously revealed that he warned the major company about his political activities. DeSantis argues he informed former Disney CEO Bob Chapek about the risks the company is facing when they added characters who are part of the LGBTQ+ community, such as Andy Mack. DeSantis has contributed efforts to restrict teachers about educating their students in gender and sexuality ideology from age groups of kindergarten to 3rd grade. DeSantis ultimately did not want Disney to get involved, but Chapek felt pressure to weigh in against the bill. On Monday, February 27th, Ron DeSantis announced his victory on Twitter, saying that he signed a bill taking over Disney's special governing area. Disney chose not to immediately respond to the comment. After consideration, they decided that one of the company's spokesmen should publicly say, Disney works under a number of different models and jurisdictions around the world, and regardless of the outcome, we remain committed to providing the highest quality experience for the millions of guests who visit each year. It is unknown what the next steps will be taken by Disney in order to maintain their governing status. That's all in this story. My name is Mary Carney, and let's take it back to the desk.
On Saturday, Howard University's swim and dive team made history. The historically black college's team took home the 2023 title of the Northeast Conference Men's and Swimming and Diving Champions for the first time in the school's history, becoming the first all-black swim team to win a conference championship. Not only is it incredible that this feat was accomplished during Black History Month, but it is all the more impressive considering that African American swimmers account for only 2% of the swimmers at the collegiate level. It's the first conference title for our men's program in 34 years, and it feels amazing, said Nicholas Askew, coach of Howard's swimming team and diving team. It just feels phenomenal to know that there's this group of young men and young women who believed that it was possible, even when we first getting started and all kinds of things were not going our way.
Massachusetts lawmakers have begun a push to pass a bill that would legalize the repairing of cell phones and computers. This bill is known as the Right to Repair Bill. This comes as data has shown that Americans throw away 416,000 cell phones every day because a company says they are not repairable. According to David Webb, who owns a computer repair store in Worcester, companies are using fewer screws and more glue. It's an anti-repair design, he told lawmakers. He went on saying that these devices are meant for companies to make their devices harder to repair because they want more money and it is a business. Hopefully this law can be passed so those in Massachusetts can save some money on their devices. Hey Ben, did you watch the news at all over break?
No, I was too busy being busy.
Well, I heard that one of our very own was invited to Global Conflicts with Zack.
Really? Let's check it out.
There is one sign the Soviets can make that would be unmistakable. Open this gate.
Hello, and welcome back to today's episode of Global Conflicts. For this episode, I'm going to bring in one of my friends to talk about global conflicts. Let's welcome my good friend, Ethan Cox. Welcome, Ethan. It's a pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here. It's an honor, really.
I'm sure. What do you think the outcome of the Russia and Ukraine war will be?
I mean, it's tough to say. Obviously, we can only hope for the best for Ukraine, that they're going to be okay through all of this, but Russia has really just been, I mean, they haven't given up. They initially thought their attack would take over Ukraine rather quickly, but it's been, I think, about a year now, maybe a bit over a year. Is that correct? That they've been attacking and they just haven't let up. It's just unfortunate. So, you know, if they're not going to give up, I feel like they're just such a strong nation that unfortunately, you know, it's hard to kind of go against them. But if, you know, other people step in, then I think Ukraine will be okay, and eventually Russia will step down if other countries decide to help Ukraine more.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, a few days ago, it was the 1-year anniversary of when Russia first had the attack, so...
yeah, I heard about that.
Sure you did. I'm very thankful for you being able to come on to my show today.
I appreciate you having me.
Sure you do. Well, I'm going to put you back in the waiting room, and I'll close out the show. Bye, Ethan.
Thank you. Bye.
No, thank you. Well, thank you for listening to today's episode of Global Conflicts. I'm Zack Stieglitz. That was Ethan Cox. Now back to the desk.
Well, that is all for today's episode of Flyer News. You can rewatch this and other broadcasts again on our YouTube channel or watch them on the FEC TV tab on the school's website.
Also, check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Framingham High Studios.
But don't move because we have the latest edition of the Early Bird hosted by Brewer and Zack Troderman. From Flyer News, I'm Ben DeGroat.
And I'm Zack Schneider.
Have a wild Wednesday, FHS.
Somehow, something in your kiss just told me My sometime is now. Everybody finds somebody someplace. There's no telling where love may appear. Something in my heart keeps saying my someplace is here. If I had it in my power, I'd arrange for every girl to have your charm. Then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. If I had it in my power, I would arrange for every girl to have your charm. Every boy would find what I found in your arms. Everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. Everybody loves somebody sometime.
What you want, baby, I got it. What you need, you know I got it too. All I'm asking is for a little respect when you come home.
Good morning, FHS, and welcome back to the Early Bird.
As always, we are Casey Brewer, and that's Zack Troderman. It's great being back in the studio. It's great being back in the studio with you, man.
It's definitely been abnormal, but we're back in
course.
action here, and what matters is that we're here.
We are here. We're moving forward. It's March 1st. I can't fathom.
It's everyone's
already March.
least favorite month.
Least favorite month.
Right? You have no days off this month.
No days, no vacation this month.
No
guys.
days month. No vacation or anything. But we're still going to start it off strong. Casey, don't you hate those vandals?
Sometimes people just don't.
They don't respect.
They don't
people.
respect.
There's no
you know what I'm
respect
saying?
in
And
this
there's a
world.
lot. So like, as always, not as always, but we had yesterday off, snow day, and so we have what would have been yesterday's PSA today. So it's a Wednesday PSA, which is a rarity.
Wednesday. Well, yeah, we had a bunch of those in December, though.
Of course. So we have a good old PSA about vandalism for you guys today. So we're going to take it to that.
away with that. Got away with what? Ow! Ow! No, I didn't do anything, I swear! I didn't do anything! Then what's this then? That bottle is not mine! To explain this. Oh, what is that? What? This is it. I can explain. I can explain. That's not me.
I've seen enough. Have this man expelled immediately.
No, not him. Not him.
Come with me, sir.
No, no.
You're going to a very bad place.
Don't vandalize.
Not the bad place. Hello? What? This bad place sucks, man.
Is this your first time in the bad place?
Yeah.
Damn, it really sucks.
So what'd you do?
I didn't follow the stop, drop, and roll rules.
I vandalized. Did a whole bunch of spraying around.
I hate to break it to you, but you are done.
I'm done?
That's the worst you could have done.
Another amazing PSA.
As always, as always.
So that, I guess, don't vandalize, because
I like that one.
it seems
that was
like
funny.
it was a good one. Funny? Okay.
It was, had a little charm to it.
A little charm.
I like a little charm on this show.
That ending was charming, you thought?
I thought.
Okay.
I thought the overall, as a whole, it was charming, just like the person you're about to see on your screen as we go to pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic in which it stands, one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Andrew. Now...
Sorry.
What?
Yeah, that was Andrew Feinblatt. I think he got contacts, that's why he looked a
that
little
was
off.
Andrew,
Yeah.
that was Andrew Josefek.
Oh, Andrew Josefek. I forgot they had the same name. They're so similar. I can
No,
never...
they're not somewhere at all. Casey.
Yeah.
I think it's time we go to announcements.
It's time to go to announcements, guys.
Hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing.
Hi Flyers, the ASA is hosting their first annual multicultural night tomorrow in the cafeteria from 5 to 8.
The admission fee is $5 and this event is open to everyone who wants a night of music, food, and fun.
You can find more info on our Insta at FHS Asian. See you there.
Hi, we are extending the registration deadline for the NHS volleyball tournament. And so if you'd like to register a team, you have until Friday at the end of the school day to turn your forms in to E209 or E211.
Volleyball?
What?
Do you play? You play volleyball?
I
was doing a little spiking, getting ready for my tournament.
I dabble a little bit, I'd say.
I was just getting
I'm
ready
more
for
of
my
a
tournament.
dodgeball fan myself.
Oh.
I like throwing the
Yeah.
balls.
Well, what are you
But
gonna do?
kind of a dangerous school sport.
Of course, yes. But volleyball, listen, I'm ready. I'll set.
Volleyball.
I'll
What is
set
it?
it
$5?
to you.
$5 each?
I don't know.
I'll
I'll
pay
set
it.
it to you, and you could hit that spike.
Would make more sense if we go the other way around because you're taller.
Because I'm taller. Okay.
So I'll set it to
Well,
you.
We'll see. We'll see at the tournament.
And then you'll spike it.
We'll see at the tournament then.
We'll see at the tournament. You know what else we'll see at the tournament?
What else we'll see at the tournament?
That early bird that keeps stealing the worm.
Always stealing the worm. All right, everyone, have a good
No,
Wednesday.
that was supposed to be the outro.
Oh, sorry. Early bird gets the worm. Sorry, guys.